Hey y'all, I know I've been slacking just a little bit, but I'm kind of new to all this. But I'm gonna show you how we make our pig smoothies, because our pigs can be very picky about eating fruits and vegetables. So my best way to get them to eat that is in smoothies. So also I will be adding their skin and coat supplement to that. But here it is, and then following that I have a few clips from some chicken, feeding them up, and clips of the pigs, I think, too. And I will show you some more tonight. We have a big surprise coming. I don't know if it'll be in this video or the next, but big surprise is coming. Also, sorry about the messy kitchen. It just happens. It gets away from me sometimes, but oh well, you're here for the good, bad, and the ugly. Farm life can be that way, and we got a little visitor right here. This is Miss Minnow. Say hi. Alright. First, we're going to do some spinach, which is extremely healthy for them, and the only way they will eat it is in their smoothie. So we're just going to throw this in there. And I won't be giving this to them immediately because I got some running to do real quick. But as soon as I'm done their running, I will be feeding them, and they will be getting this. I'm just going to store it in the fridge in between that time. Next up, we are going to give them a banana, which of course I need to open. And Alexa decided to talk about bananas. Not sure why. Sometimes I do 2 bananas depending on the day, the heat, all that. Sometimes they really need that potassium. Since pigs do not sweat, this is very good for them. Next up, we'll do some strawberries. And then I'll just add some water. Usually on really hot days, it's not super hot today, I'll add coconut water instead, but I don't have any at the moment. So I'm going to do what I have, which they'll just get some plain water in this, which is also hydrating as well, but I prefer the coconut water when I have it on hand. I know it seems a little full, but it will mix. I will not have you guys on during the mixing part because it's very loud. And the dogs hate it too. And they usually freak out. Like, Mom, what's happening? And of course my service dog, she gets scared of that. So she usually runs to the corner and hides, and then I have to get her out of the corner. Which just, I feel so bad when I have to do that for her. But you know what? She has to get used to that. Grab some water. Alright. This is just going to shove right down in there. Alright, I'm going to blend it and I'll be back. Well, I'm very glad that I turned you guys off because every dog in my house freaked out. But here it is. It doesn't look the most appetizing, but they love it, and it has very nutritious things in it that they need that they don't get in their food or in their everyday diet. I usually do this about, I'd say, a couple times a week, especially in the summertime, because they need it more in the summer. In the wintertime, I give them more things to keep them warm, like corn and stuff like that, keep their body temperature up so they get too cold, even though they never get cold in the barn because they have so much hay and they just make a huge bed. But in the summertime, I try and do everything I can to keep their nutrition up. Their extra nutrition, I should say. Keep their nutrition up either way. But to keep their extra nutrition up and to keep them extra hydrated and keep them to have potassium, their minerals, the vitamins, and stuff with the electrolytes in them. That definitely help them since they don't sweat. So we really try and do what's best for them, and we do a lot of research about this stuff. But like I said, since they're very picky about eating stuff, I just blend it up into a smoothie. Alright, I will see you guys again when we feed up and I show you guys how we feed him. Alright y'all, so I totally forgot to add the pumpkin to the smoothie, so I'm getting ready to do that. I'm gonna go feed up. Obviously I have an outfit change. It's the next day. Things got a little crazy last night, and our little surprise, well, kind of big surprise, didn't go according to plan. So It'll be in an upcoming video. I'm just not sure when. We're having a little hard time catching something that's a bit wild. So, but it needs our help. So we're working on that. And it'll be a big surprise when we get them. Yes, I said them. There's more than one. So anyways, I'm going to put the pumpkin in this because they really enjoy that. It's great for the digestive system. And so I'm going to add that to this. And then I'm going to take them out to feed up and feed the chickens and take you around. So, I'll back in a minute. This is what the dogs hate. I only have 3 inside right now. And they're all hiding. What they hate. Alright, we're going to start feeding up. I am going to grab some fresh herbs for the chickens. They can pretty much have anything. There's like 3 that they can't have, which we don't have any of that. So I'm going to get them some cilantro, parsley, basil, some rosemary, some cilantro. I can have all of this. So we're going to cut some of this back because it's getting a little crazy. And my service dog is going crazy because she doesn't want me out here by myself, which is very typical for her to be very angry about that. So this is nothing new. So if you hear a dog freaking out, it's my service dog. She can still alert me right now by just barking. I kind of know the tone of her voice when I need to do something because she is super worried, which right now she's worried, but I'm okay. Y'all don't need to be worried about it. But she's a little freaked out. This mama is okay right now. Just gonna get some of these. I gave them some of this earlier because I was cooking lunch and accidentally grabbed cilantro instead of parsley. Dolly, no. So they already had some cilantro and they absolutely loved it. They were going nuts over that, which is good. I want them to go crazy about healthy stuff like this because it is good for them. They can have stems and all. I'm pretty sure what I read about cilantro, because I always do research on this stuff. And I could be wrong on this, but I think cilantro has a good source of vitamin A in it for chickens and ducks. And I also made sure the ducks could have this stuff too, because I didn't want to give something to the ducks that they could not have. So I'm very picky about what we give our animals. I always try to make sure it's everything that's good for them. I would never want to give them something that can make them sick or hurt them. They are very, well, I should say I'm the one who's usually picky about this stuff because I'm usually the one getting this stuff ready. If I want my husband to do something, I just kind of tell him, hey, can you get this for me? Or do this? And he will do whatever. He just doesn't always know what's what sometimes. But if I'm down in bed and he has to do stuff, then he's the one out here doing it, not me. But he is busy tonight, so it is just me and the pups taking care of all of this. Which, like I said, we are totally fine with and used to. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that I want to get. We got these little ones right here. Alright. We got a bucket full of herbs. I'm actually going to put this in their coop today. I have 2 for the pigs and 1 for the chickens, just so they can have extra stuff that I can put in here for them that they can grab. I'll probably end up buying more for the chickens, or I might actually put all 3 out there and buy more, 2 for the pigs. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see what happens. There's Dolly, there's Remy, and I'm terrible at this. There's JoJo. So Jojo, Dolly, are you giving kisses? And then there's Mimi, which her actual name is Remington. And she will follow me and bark at this fence because she's not out here with me. But sometimes it's easier for her to be out here in the yard instead of out here with me feeding up. She talks to me the entire time, don't you? You talk to me the entire time? Dolly. Dolly June, what you doing? Are you talking to me? Yeah. I love you. And then Maddox is at the door. I don't know if you can see him. He's watching too. I got my guard dogs. We are set to go. Let's do this. You don't like your smoothie? It's pretty much gone already. Is that good? Hi. You say hi? You say hi? Hi. Wilbur's being a little sassy with Annabelle. They're both gonna be sassy about the food. Y'all need to be nice and share. You emptied one food dish. One of y'all is slower than the other eating. Alright, let's work on your mud pit. What's this? Is a mud pit area. I have mud to walk through, which gets really slick through here. What's wrong, Wilbur? Did Sissy end up getting it? Huh? Did Sissy end up getting it? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You gonna try and get it, or you want some nubbins? Yeah. You want them nubbins? You want them nubbins, huh? You're gonna go get more, aren't you? I think she's telling you no. I think she's telling you no. She's telling you no. The sassy pants over there's telling you no. Yes, she is. She's telling you no. She's telling you no, misters. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. So give Sissy some ovens before I have to go take care of the chickies. Hey, sweet girl. Hi. Hi. I know, you're eating all that food. You got all that food. Hi. He's a good girl. Yes, you are, you sweet baby. Is that just so yummy? See, I'm not going to share any of it. Alright, you be good. I love you. Be good tonight. These two goofballs won't let me fill up their water jug. That one's full and ready to go ready to fill up their tubs for the ducks. And this one. But instead they're talking to me and not jumping down. Oh, we're going to get through them. No, back to two. Alright, can you all get down? Oh, we got 3. That's a little spot for 3 chickens. Alright, y'all get down. Let's get down. I got the hose in, but they're still jumping all over it. Goofballs. You guys are little silly goofballs. You know that? And Autumn over here is broody, and she is not being very nice. And Dandy is now broody now too. And she's not being very nice either. But our sweet Drake couldn't be any sweeter. I think he's a little sad that they're broody. But other than that, we're doing good. said. Silly little girls. In there with them. Watch over where there's this. Actually easy enough to do. Alright. Make sure y'all can see where I'm gonna put this. And bring it in before I get in here now. No one get naked. Is that yummy, girls? Fuck Noors, is it good? I know we have some chickens with no tail feathers. We are working on that. Getting that figured out. I'm trying to get them all done. Wait, there is Sam. I think that's the one I just named Betty. Right there. I could be wrong. There's a couple that look just like, but I think that's the one I just named Betty. But that's what I just did. But here, we'll go take a check into the coop real quick. Get everyone. Like I said, we have some pretty rough hens right now because we just got some recently that were in rough shape. We're trying to get them back into shape. So here we go. Here is Dandy, Broody. I'm not gonna take anything from you, Miss Blue Eyes. There's Livy. And there's a couple back there. I don't know if you can see or not, but there's a couple back there. Broody too. There's my sidekick. You can see her or not, I don't know. All right, that's it for this one, and you all have a great night. We love you. Bye.